Space, the final frontier. It's happening, people. It's happening. The rumours are true. Lego Star Trek is happening. So before we get into that, if you can hit that like button, leave your thoughts in the comments below, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and of course tickle that notification bell. And why not consider joining the channel membership? We got hashtag flip open the flap or the wedding fun. But yes, the long awaited rumours of the Enterprise from Star Trek in Lego form is true. But before we get into the images, they've all come out early from Lego before their live stream has even happened. But we've got to go straight downstairs to the Lego room because is this thing gonna fit? So here we are down and straight in the Lego city, because today's video is all about the brand new Lego Star Trek U.S.S. Enterprise that has just been announced for Black Friday. But before we get into all the images, I need to know one thing off the bat. Is it going to fit? So it's not going to be going in my Lego city. The shelf you see there is going to be for Tatooine, but it is going to go above Star Wars. Space, the final frontier, is on the top overlooking the Lego city. But is it going to fit? Before we get further into the video, I just need to know the answer to this. Then we will get into all the images. So here we are, all my space minifigures. They've been up there for a good 6 months now, literally waiting for this day of the announcement of how big this set is going to be. So I've backtracked the CMF wave of the Lego space stuff. So let's explore it. We need to the ceiling 27 centimeters, 10.5 inches. Is it going to fit? We've got the tape measure. I've got my length out on the channel. We're at 10 centimeters. We're at 20 centimeters. We haven't hit the ceiling yet at 20 centimeters. We need to go to this figure here, 27 centimeters. So as I pull back, are we touching the ceiling? No, we have got a gap. We have got, I would say, over 30 centimeters. We have got 12 inches there, people. It is going to fit on the stand. So I'm telling you now, I'll be purchasing this set on Black Friday. So let's get into the rest of the video. Let's actually take a look at the set I'm talking about. Joyous news as you've seen from downstairs. It fits. It is going to fit. No problem at all. Straight in. It's not off by a stud on this channel. Everything fits absolutely perfectly like it was meant to be. So let's jump over to the Lego website, to the screen share here, and let's take a closer look. Here it is, and let me know in those comments, what do you think? Star Trek U.S.S. Enterprise is here. Lego icons, $349.99. So that's the first thing to address. It is the price I guessed it was going to be from the start. The rumours had this at £370. It's actually $350. It's $400 in the US. It's $3,999 in dollars, but it is $350 in the UK. So pieces, 3,600. So that makes it 9.7 pence per piece. So it is basically the Lego modern average of 10 pence a piece. So first thing I'm going to say, it's not overpriced. I think it's priced spot on for what it is, and you do get 9 mini figures with it. Of course, it's an 18+ set because it's in the icons range, and it's set number 10356, and it's coming out on the 28th of November or Black Friday. So Lego love to do this every year, a massive set for Black Friday. The day you're supposed to be spending all your money in a sale, they're getting you to buy something full price, because it does come with an exclusive gift with purchase if you get it within the first few days. It even says there about the midnight launch on the 28th. So I'm going to be up late because I definitely will be purchasing this because it fits, and I made the space a long time ago. Now, of course, if you've seen the channel, don't really talk about Star Trek. Star Wars is behind me, and I've always been a Star Wars fan, never into Star Trek at all, until people started getting in my ear. So we got Matt from Off by a Stud. We've got Rich M displayed once. You can see Dan Hayden on Instagram as well. My good friend Adam Batman Moran. All have chirped in my ear before about Star Trek being really good. And I was like, nah, not for me, Star Trek. Never even gave it a chance. And then I started watching him. Yeah, it's quite good, isn't it? I was having quite a nice time. So I am ploughing through the Next Generation and the original series as well. Figures will be coming from the nacelle company in the 6-inch scale, but we have a Lego Enterprise. So looks like I got into it at the right time. But basically, when the rumours came out of this, I was like, yeah, I better watch this just in case it is good and I'm going to want this ship. turns out, yeah, it's pretty good. And I want this ship. So this will be coming to my collection. In those comments, are you picking this up? Are you happy with the price? Are you happy with the design? Because when these images first leak, like all Lego seems to leak, it didn't look pretty good from the leaked images, looked flat as a pancake. But now we've got the proper images out, you can see they have tried to create some actual 3D shape to the disc by using the slope pieces to create depth, and it is a decent size as well. So if we go to the turnaround video here, you can see this is going to come with a full angled Technic stand, so you can actually have it hovering above your space section in the city or wherever you want to put this on it. It should fit nicely on a Billy bookcase or an IKEA Kallax as well. Might actually stick out a bit on the Billy bookcase, but it definitely will fit on the Kallax because it is quite deep. If we literally scroll down just to see the sizes straight away, because that is in the specifications section, you can see over here, if my head's not in the way, it is 11 inches tall. That's technically a lie. It's 27 centimeters, which is 10.5 inches Lego. So you want to get your maths right. It's 19 inches or 48 centimeters wide, and it's 24 inches or 60 centimeters in length, which is basically, if we do it in Lego base plates, it's 2.5 base plates long, it's 2 base plates wide, and it's just over a base plate tall. And you can actually see, if you scroll down to Lego's description here, they actually do have 10.5 inches there, and they have 11 inches there. So once again, Lego's copywriter isn't doing particularly well. But let's scroll back up there, all the Black Friday images there. We've got the gift with purchase to talk about as well. But let's just get into these images, shall we, if I can get them up bigger on the screen. So again, in those comments, let me know your thoughts. Of course, it is Legions Con coming up in a couple of days, so Legions and Lego, it might have to return to the channel if I am able to. But look at this then. So I think actually it looks pretty good. It looks to be a decent size. I'm liking the blue colouring, the translucent blue tiles they've used there. I'm liking the use of the red as well. And they've got specific printed pieces, it looks, around the sort of rim for the windows. You've got some use of the tan pieces to represent the sort of lights. Again, from those leaked images, it looked pretty dark grey, but you can actually see it is the lighter bluish grey they've actually gone for here. And you can see there are printed pieces all over this. I don't think these are stickers we've got on the engines. The red pieces, we've got the actual insignia of the ship number there. I think they have said those are printed tiles. And you can see here the use of the curved tiles to try and give it some depth out there. So for me, I'm pretty happy with this, and I think it fits. I'm just chuffed a bit, so this is going to fit where I intended it to go with no modifications. So you can see more there of the engines and translucent blue and red pieces used. Again, you can see the numbers underneath on printed tiles, and this gives you a better image of the depth, I think, of the set. So it doesn't look to me like this actually will fit the minifigures inside, which I never thought it was going to. So you're not going to be able to recreate sort of the bridge when they're all sat there. That's why I think the minifigures are off on a plinth. But potentially, of course, that could be a set they could do in the future. A little diorama of the bridge would be pretty fun to see. And you can see around the edges of the set all the black pieces there that are printed onto the curved slopes on the outside to represent the sort of windows of the ship. So overall, I think they've done a pretty decent job when it comes to this one. Again, you've got your plaque there, which I assume will be printed. And you can see again, definitely not as flat as it looked when you could see those initial images. That one really helped to show the depth they've tried to create. Because, of course, it's not the easiest shape to recreate, because Lego is square and rectangular by nature, and you've got to create a giant circular dish. So it's not the easiest shape to do. So I think they've actually pulled it off pretty well overall. And it does, of course, detach like it does in the show. So there's also can come off. And they've shown, I think, in some of the videos there, the way you can actually safely detach it. And the fact that the weight's got to be quite balanced on this. It's a bit of a random engineering feat, I think, this set, because the dish overhangs the main body by quite a bit. So you're going to have some decent strength in there. I'm sure there's absolutely loads of Technic probably inside this underneath. And here are the minifigures. Cheeky Monkey is quite a fan of the Star Trek outfits there in minifigure form, so I think she's going to be liking all of these, because they teased the Patrick Stewart, Jean-Luc Picard a few weeks ago. So if we take a zoom in, we can see, I can see Riker's little trombone going there, so that's a fun little accessory. Worf's got a phaser, I can see. We've got a cat. We've got Data there with his eyes. Whoopi Goldberg's made it in. Old, I can never pronounce the name. Guinan, is that what she's called? I haven't even got to her in the series yet. She has not appeared. There's old little Wesley Crusher, Matt's favourite character in Star Trek. Shout him out in the comments. We've got George of the Forge over in the corner there. And they've done nice printing on sort of his eye glasses there. Dr. Beverly Crusher herself. And where is Deanna Troi? Oh, she's in the middle there. Bit filthy in the show, she is, a little bit filthy. Jean-Luc's having a nice little beverage, like he likes to partake in, so I think the minifigures are pretty good. No leg printing would be the only thing to say, but actually there's not a lot of leg printing in the show, really, is it? They are in just sort of plain black trousers. You can see they've got the actual angle of the black bit at the waist correct as well. I would say we do have the sort of dual arm printing there with the different colours on. Where's Yar, though? Where is Natasha Yar? She's not even here. Shocking, absolutely shocking that she is not included. I saw the episode of the day. I can see why she's not included, because they killed her off. Buggers. Right, here we go. So there is your actual sizing again. Now they're saying it's 10.5 inches. But it is, yes, that is the correct 27 centimetres as well. And you can see it's angled on your Technic stand. And there's a fella with a bit of a man bun going on, having a nice time trying to get the thing to balance. So hopefully it does all clip together quite nicely. And you can see there, it's going to take up a fair bit of size, so it's not your size of the Star Wars Millennium Falcon, but you can see the Kallax shelves behind me. It's pretty much the size and depth of a whole double Kallax shelf, so it will take up a decent bit of space, and I think this will look good in the store. But I will be one of those midnight purchasers on Black Friday. I've saved up some Lego points to get myself a nice little discount on this one as well, day one. And of course, we will be getting the gift with purchase, which we will get into, but the saucer does detach there. You can see she's trying to clip it on, so it looks nice and sturdy. You can see again the way they've created those shapes and depth underneath. And he's having a nice little click in there. And we'll see. Yeah, that definitely looks printed to me. That's not a sticker. So I don't actually see any stickers. Are there no stickers? Oh, I hope there's no stickers. Imagine if there's no sticker. No, I do not get on with Lego stickers. I don't think there is. I think that is all printed pieces. I hope. We'll find out in less than a month's time, but I think it is all printed pieces. And there's the back of the box. So there is the ship from the show. And there it is on display. So there is a gift with purchase. And probably quite an important gift with purchase. It is a Type 15 shuttle pod. And it does come with the Row minifigure as well. But I don't think she turns up to about Series 5. So I've never even seen it yet because I have not got that far. But you've got the shuttle pod that comes off the Enterprise. So this is going to be a popular gift with purchase, and with a high buy-in of £350, this is probably going to cost you a little bit on the aftermarket. So 261 pieces, and again 18 plus written on the box. So that's a fairly decent sized gift with purchase, I would say. Again, you've got her printing on the face, so that actually looks pretty good. All the detailing I think they've done there. Yeah, this is a real nice GWP. They've been doing some nice ones recently, but the problem is they've been doing stuff that's almost essential to the set and giving it you as a GWP. So I think this is going to definitely get the next gen fans out there, because I'm sure there's Star Trek fans that don't even collect Lego. Always lacking in merchandise, it seems. Compared to Star Wars, the Star Trek merchandise just is not there. So I'm sure we're going to have some Star Trek fans that are just generic Star Trek fans, not Lego collectors, come in on this as well. And you can see it next to the set, and they get a fairly decent size to it. So yeah, that will be added to the collection. Again, those look like prints to me. We will see. But yeah, so you can see the shuttle in the show as well in the corner. So a decent little selection when it comes to all that. So if we pop ourselves back to the main page, and we will wrap it up there then. So you've seen the Lego room in this video. You know it's going to fit. So I'm one happy boy. So Star Trek fans, get in the comments. What do you think? So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed. This has been Jay's Toy Collection UK. Not just 6-inch action figures here. It's a side hobby. It's a Lego as well. But thank you for watching. I'll, of course, see you on the next one.